Lincoln's coming up next.
I'm not scared as long as my cores keep farming like this outside the map and get the next Aegis. Then I don't think it matters how farm the Morphling's going to be during the next push.
All right.
Maybe like 2 or 3 pushes from now, he can do some shenanigans, but I don't think they have the team damage to do much here.
Yeah,
like an AC from Armel would help, but overall their damage is pretty minimal.
Kunkka's making pretty slow progress, but there is an Aegis on Tim's now, so that Dream Coil does some pretty serious damage.
Oh, that's pretty nice. SCCC, perhaps seeing that, says, I don't even want a BKB, I want a Nullifier. That's a good way to end Morphling's life.
Double damage!
SCCC leading the way, has the Radiant Observer Ward here too, has the ulti ready to pop.
Look at Fade making the jukes. He jumps across the he's a safety baby. He's not going to live, but now SCCC's here. Storm with the zip, the Ignis. BKB from Armel will keep him alive, but it will not save the Beastmaster. Now GA, BKB from Gabby still on. Trying to man up, but DNC just don't seem to have the damage. Starting to retreat. March gets brought down. The 4v3 left. Still some mana left on Chuan. A lot of bloodstone charges here and a double damage rune. Armel gets dropped.
Like he's swapping his clarities right now.
Gabby lives, but you can feel that damage difference. Look at that, only 5k, and most of it came from the Morphling.
Thanks.
I mean, he had to morph
at the beginning of the fight with that E-Blade.
Yeah, plus he morphed into the Omni and just healed himself. That also did quite a bit of damage in a circle around him, but not much to really matter.
I think it's just too much on the back of the Morphling now. The Kunkka doesn't really feel like a core. His damage output is pretty weak. He's gone for all these utility items. Yeah, this is not intimidating Dota as the master. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower
and now a Nullifier.
Tier 3 down. They just retreat.
All right, we're gonna get an instant roast spawn to put these guys to rest, or what? What you saying, Val?
Nope. T30. Oof.
Was that rock always there blocking the clock? What happened there? Did they just make that rock when they got rid of the mango trees being put in there?
They must have.
I don't remember that rock being like right there.
No, now they need to adjust the clock down now.
Valve, can we just get a digital clock? It's 2020. The kids, the Zoomers, they don't understand. I just want a big floating digital number.
I want to get an iWatch and use an analog display on it just to be a... I can barely read analog clocks now. It's a struggle. I mean, I can, but it takes me longer than it should.
I have a bunch in my house, so I don't... There was a while where I didn't have any in my house, and so it would take me a second, but now I just have so many around the house that it's back to the normal recognition.
We have one, but it's for display purposes only. The batteries died 2 years ago, and we never changed them.
That is the least surprising thing you've said all day.
But it looks cool. It's like that little world map.
Does it look cool when it doesn't have the right time?
Hey man, everyone's got
we're in international business, so that's actually on Tokyo time. It's not moving. Yeah, there's a pause over there.
I think legit in 3 years, my dad is the only person who noticed. Oh my, they get another catch. It's the big one. Kunkka, BKB, TP, not gonna happen. We've got an Abyssal Blade, baby. And now they're gonna chase him down. Oops, over the hill. Made a little bit but no, the great chase will commence and result in a dead Armel.
Yeah, but Tim's got that bounty. And, well, he died for it.
Under attack.
Sorry, got
him.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh my. So, how you guys doing? Y'all having fun out there?
Now, I would get a grandfather clock. I'm not going to lie. That would be a cool collector's item. You know, you got to be of a certain age, but grandfather clocks are pretty cool.
Yeah, we all in a cottage. I don't know. It's not a host. There's a war there, KP.
TNC are just... they're falling apart quickly here. That's... They at least go even on the outpost. That's a small...
I mean, if they somehow win this game, I think I'm just officially done with this patch.
Double damage.
I can't
94%.
handle another one of these comebacks.
Here I am.
Oh, well, no, never mind. We're good. We got the lamp.
Roche. Cheese. Storm, although he's having some slot issues here.
Yeah, they're gonna give the Aegis to SCCC.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. He doesn't have BKB. Hey, to be fair, he does have like 0.5k HP, so
He's straight front line in 2.
yeah.
Storm has really not been threat of dying, so
I think we should buff Aegis. Are you down for an Aegis buff?
how?
28%
Come back
status resistance.
It gives you status resistance.
Yeah, 20%. Buff Aegis. Aegis feels like it's not even that good anymore. It feels like you have to get it to go high ground, and then your whole team gets wiped anyway, because high ground's so hard.
Yes, it does feel like we've watched a number of games where teams bait themselves with the Aegis, thinking it's like, all right, we're in, and then you kind of just, it doesn't change the dynamic of your team fight in a lot of situations. I don't know. I'm not a numbers guy. I don't know. That sounds okay.
20 sounds a little busted. I was just throwing a number out there. I wasn't really thinking.
It might need to scale a little bit with later roaches, because you're getting all these extra.
Oh, now you're talking. I hear you, buddy, as Tim just goes down. You want 1% stat resistance per minute. Can you imagine how broken that would be? How about per 2 minutes? So it'll be 20% at 41 minutes.
Okay, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So at 100 minutes, we'll have a 50% stats resistance.
I'm more like concerned about what are we doing with tier 5 items. That seems to be the real. Games don't go to 75 minutes, and then they do, and these really weird items pop out that.
I heard that game was crazy earlier. I guess there was a, what's the thing called, Fusion Rune or something? The Fusion Rune one with the Apex. The Drow had an Apex, by the way, which increases your primary attribute by 80%.
And then the one, it just gives you all of the runes, right?
Yeah, the Fusion
Is it
Rune.
on charges? I can't remember.
It's consumed.
Okay, it is consumed.
Yeah.
That was one of the crazier ones. I think we might have talked about that on a podcast or something of like, this is a game changer if you get it in the right circumstance on the right hero. Like, I don't know if I want them to come out any earlier. It just seems so... It's just weird. It's such a small sample size.
I just noticed it doesn't even say on it, but it is 3 charges.
3 charges. There you go.
Yes. I was just highlighting over it. I was like, oh, why isn't it shown? But yeah. Oh, Tim's has managed to work his way up to Boots of Travel. There's only one way to play this game for them, and that is it.
I mean, I don't think the Tim's deaths matter. He smoked.
He just TP'd to the wave, killed it, and then smoked so he can take this outpost so they can't TP in behind him, and now he's going to go back to pushing this wave.
All right. I mean, I don't think the deaths matter. If he is getting some gold out of it to make item progression, he's getting some XP, he's pushing out lanes. Who gives a shit if he dies? They can't really do anything while he's in the well.
They do need to farm the rest of their neutral items, right? Oh, actually, have they got those? No, they need one more. Ooh, the Radiant got 2 good ones in a mid-tier. They have the Shaco, the Knife, and the Cape.
Is the Shaco considered good?
Yeah, I would say it's considered pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'll take that trade-off any day.
I like it on heroes like Rubik. Like, the guy's got 1,800 mana, you know?
Now, better question, is it Shaco or Shaco? Because I've always said Shaco.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's right.
It's a real thing. It's those marching band hats. These Tim's deaths don't really matter. .TNC goes down again. Oh, he's 65 gold short of buyback. Someone get to a bounty rune. Of course, at that point, he'll only have 20 seconds left. All right, we have a minute left on the Aegis. We have a Heavenly Grace Night Stalker.
We've got a 30k net one lead.
50% status resistance.
Prime throw territory here.
We're going to get our first round prime throw territory.
Melee barracks taking damage. There's the glyph.
Well, where's the Treant Protector? Don't let that go down.
Oh, he's healing it. That's some living armor.
Middle barracks.
Heal it up.
You're actually turning into a Canadian. It's so sad.
You can do it. All right, it's down. They finally get their first barracks. Still 2 in the bottom lane there. So certainly no megas. They're not even going to get the ranged racks. They see Puck respawning. They're like, all right, guys, let's not get too crazy.
Our 40-minute Aegis secured of 1 melee racks. All right, now they're going in, though. This is the big one. This is the LT. Armel, he's the first to be found.
Oh, yeah. That's a target they want. It's
They want
Kunkka.
more.
They're going to completely blow him up. No options. He does have the buyback.
Chuan's in. Oh my god. Oh, KP run.
KP in big trouble now. Vortex all over. This Beastmaster is just doomed. 2 down.
March is acting all cool, but Coddle knows, and he has Gem. And he just grasps. Bobuka might just ult this. It's so tempting, but he doesn't want to waste it.
It's a pretty long cooldown for Coddle.
I mean, he's literally pinging him. He's like, I know he's there, guys. I want to do it.
Ping that double damage rune instead.
Yeah, they just need to keep these groups alive. Take the tower, go high ground, take the tier 3. Kron gonna be upset that he finds a DD and an Invis. DD okay, but Invis not what he was hoping for.
Everyone in the game with buyback right now is
Thank goodness. It's not over.
well, tier 3, and they're just gonna back out. They see those buybacks, Trent, and they go, you know what, guys? Let's go for a pickoff on March instead. Chuan finally shuts him down.
He's just gonna send the Mind Stealer or the Mindbreaker back home.
He's having some real first world problems here with the inventory.
It's a hard life, you know.
Well, you got to keep space for the clarities, you see.
He's got boots of travel now, getting rid of the treads, so.
I mean, Asher are playing this very safe, but do you feel like they're playing it a little too safe almost? I mean, how much of a lead do they need to confidently finish off these structures? We're pushing 40K.
I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I just don't see a point where TNC are scary.
I don't really either. I mean, okay, Morphling right clicks this Satanic. Who gives a shit? What does it change? I mean, it makes him a little tankier, but they're just killing all of his friends at this point. It doesn't even matter if he gets a shotgun pick off on a Rubik or something.
Well, to that end, then I don't know. I don't really feel like they're being too safe. I think theoretically, if anyone should have TNC probably should have just GG'd out at this point. That's what I would say. I don't see any way you win this game. Like, this is your guy you're trying to hold the game on right here, and he's just gonna die.
Well, maybe.
He's not here. He's not gonna die.
He's trying to do
here
it
he comes.
again. Gabby against the team? No.
Oh, he didn't have TP anyway. Oh, that's funny.
All right. Well, I'm starting to agree with you here. Given that Gabby was their big raid boss that was supposed to be hard to deal with, I don't think there's an item that he can buy that'll change it. He picks up a Scotty.
You know what the problem is? There's tier 5 items. That's the real issue. Theoretically, if you can drag it out to 70 minutes, net worth doesn't matter. Because you can get enough gold and 3 neutral items to kit your heroes that they're basically 6 slotted, even if you're so far behind.
No sorceries avail.
So that's probably why you don't GG. But yeah, I would agree that Astro probably played a little too safe.
They've got this in the bag at this point. That's Triple C finally on the high ground.
His talent's so good.
That attack speed?
Yeah. Look how fast he hits.
He's like a little alchemist. Buyback. KT on the outside, but Invis comes down. Immediate counter initiation. Buyback there. It's just a slaughter. They lose KT with an eye, and there's no damage coming out from TNC at all right now.
How much damage do you think he'll have done at the end of this season?
I'm going to go with about 1,500.
That sounds a little low. I'm going to go with like 2,300. Oh, we're not going to find it. Oh, there it is. All right, it was 4,400. That was more than I expected.
More than I expected. Most of it came from the Kunkka. All right, Kunkka's got a cleave. That's kind of...
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. That's true. All right, so what time did this game end, guys? Oh, man.
Dire team.
It's the Aghanims, so you can't even pop BKB or do anything, and you're all stuck there in the Riptide damage. It's nasty. LC
Now,
is a hero we've seen banned a lot.
Yes, we saw this banned by Fnatic after they took the Naga Disruptor. So clearly a hero that these teams are valuing versus the Naga Disruptor. The other hero was the OD for kind of similar
10
reasons, I would
seconds
say.
remaining. 5
Now,
seconds
what does Team
remaining.
TNC want to complete this? I don't think you need to worry about the Darkseer, as cool as that is. I think we're gonna pass on the ultimate waffle combos.
But they could still build some more on top of this. I think Gyro is still a potential pickup if they want to grab it.
For
Like, it's
Aster,
nice
you
to
mean?
have someone else that can carry alongside the Naga.
Oh, for TNC. They need
Yeah.
to ban the Omni right now, I think.
Aster need to? Or
Yeah. I would ban the Omni Knight. The only downside of the Omni is
10
he doesn't offer a lot of
seconds
control, but I feel like he's just so busted, and it works well with this Naga
5
Siren, the
seconds
single
remaining.
core, just giving him the status resistance. So
she's already
helpful.
pretty tanky. You put the status resistance, Heavenly Grace on top of that, and yeah, she's a real bear.
And you know, Guardian Angel versus Legion.
Yeah, that's also pretty good.
The only downside is that it's an offlane that doesn't offer anything against IO +1. So that's hard to find these days. The big AoE stun heroes have kind of gone by the wayside, like the Tidehunter, the Brewmaster.
What do I have to do to get a Witch Doctor, Trent?
That's a dead one. I don't know. They could.
NC
March plays Witch Doctor.
Predators Turn to ban.
So they're straight up just banning heroes that. I mean, the Viper at least was the hero that was played with the Disruptor Naga when they lost to it. Might be signifying that they're going to go for that Ember again, banning the Viper like that, or the Magnus actually, right? Because the Mag gets shoved in a lane by the Viper, so it probably is the Mag. Oh, dude, TNC is just going to pick the Mag, aren't they? They have first pick out of this phase. I kind of hope they
5
do.
seconds
Mag's pretty good
remaining.
versus IO +1.
Yeah. I think Mags is good in general, but
And they just banned one of his lane counters. If you can even call his lane getting countered. Oh, they're going to ban the Razor. Yeah, they're magging.
Nurse.
Dire team.
There's just more AoE.
Oh, they took the
Okay, they take Chen.
I thought for sure they'd do it. So the March Chen instead of the March Witch Doctor. I actually liked your Witch Doctor call. I was into that.
He pops out randomly. You know, he's one of those like sleeper heroes, and every so often he comes out, you go, oh yeah, he kind of
10
does do a lot of
seconds
damage.
remaining.
I'll never forget that KL Major, dude.
Yeah,
5 seconds remaining.
Puppy picked that Witch Doctor
that's true.
after you chastised me for suggesting Witch Doctor in front of a full stadium of screaming Southeast Asian fans.
I was spamming Witch Doctor at the time, and it just felt awful.
Well, and then it's like, what are the chances he goes level 1 Voodoo Restoration? You're like, dude, just be serious. Come on, this is a major. And of course he goes level 1 Voodoo Restoration. We were like, I guess this is good. It's Puppy. He gets away with this
DNC
weird stuff.
Predators
Yeah,
turn to
does what he
CM.
wants. All right,
Okay.
well, CM counter the Chen.
Yep.
Lots of
I like
mana regen.
CM, so I'm fine with it. It's annoying against the Chen. Quick pick though on the OD. So they've certainly got late game secured here. OD Naga, you good?
Yeah, I'm
team
really
fight?
liking this TNC lineup right now. I thought they wanted the Mag, but the OD's really nice versus the Legion.
10
Once the
seconds
Aghanims
remaining.
comes out, like, Duel is just worthless. There's always going to be an Astral.
5 seconds remaining.
Yep.
I mean, that's what's so crazy about the Aghanims. You go from having one Astral to pretty much having 3 with the charges and the cooldowns, and they pop up so fast.
What do they need to start turning this draft around?
They need whatever laning matchup they want versus the OD mid before it gets banned.
DNC
they have to do the double
Predators
pick.
Trying to figure out what that is. Okay, they take the Gyro.
They did this
So-
last time versus the Naga.
Their Wisp partner.
Yeah, this will probably be the safe lane. So they they actually don't take their mid matchup because they were more concerned about the IO partner. They might take Void, I wonder.
On
TNC style.
Remaining.
Yeah.
Put the gyro mid, but I don't think you really want the gyro mid in this
5
case.
seconds
This is ugly.
remaining.
I mean, what
like
have we seen even do well versus OD mid?
Yeah, that's I'm kind of drawing a blank. Like all the classic counters don't feel good anymore. Like Razor, Kunkka, DK used to kind of do something. Sort of Viper.
I mean, any of the decent ones are all banned out already.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Lina, that's like a classic. You just sit back and you can farm and
Yeah.
you know, it's okay.
Aster have tried the TA before. That's
Dire
kind of cool.
team ban.
All right,
They're
well,
going to ban it.
TNC saw that game.
They're just scrolling down the Dota buff. Pick a hero. All right, well, let's look at Aster. I think Lina's good. It's burst damage for the duel.
Yeah.
God, they could use another frontliner though.
10 seconds.
Another
remaining.
Lina in the back line of this game doesn't feel very good, does it?
5
They could try
seconds
something
remaining.
crazy like Pugna and just try to push lanes down and go fast.
Dire team pick.
I don't know how great that sounds, but
I think I'm almost back on the Magnus, but Magnus into Naga Disruptor doesn't feel very good either.
at least he's somebody that can farm. He fits the bill for frontliner and also does a lot of damage.
10
Jeez, I feel
seconds
really bad
remaining.
about this draft when I'm struggling to find a hero and TNC still have a pick left. And they have a
5
minute
seconds
reserve time
remaining.
too. To me, yeah,
They need-
this hero has to be up front, and it has to have some sort of like good mobility and initiation range for the relocates to capitalize on.
Shadowblade Dragon Knight, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, you want to pick DK and OD?
I want him to pick Pugna, actually, but I don't know. I don't know if there's a pick that salvages this.
I'm struggling here. Like I don't, you can't do these like snipers and Linas. I just don't think it's good. They're gonna go back for the Storm Spirit. So, laneable, has the mobility, not really
Yeah.
tanky, but also not like super squishy. They don't have any low cooldown stuns to punish you. This isn't bad. This is pretty good.
I'm pretty good with this. It lets you.
Oh,
You may now
that
select
was
your
Ricky
hero.
Maroon.
instant. We just got KP Nagad. Yep, they were ready for that one.
KP Naga, Gabby, Ricky, and then Armel will grab that OD. All right.
Yeah, I guess they couldn't void either because of the Naga. I wasn't even looking at that or thinking of that.
Well, that Ricky was a quick pick.
Yeah, they
knew
were.
They wanted that.
They were very ready for that. They saw the storm and they were like, "Oh, perfect." So there've been quite a few Rickies being spammed in pubs leading up to the major. I was like streaming some of them. Tons of Rickies all over the place, and then I hear there have been some in the other groups as well. This is going to be our first Ricky, but he's one of these carries coming out.
He does scale
10
pretty well.
seconds
I
remaining.
had it in one of my pub games, and the poor Ricky got flamed to hell, and then he carried like crazy, and we won because he did a lot of damage. The hero can still pop off. He does need a little bit of space.
Yeah,
It's a
it's an
susceptible to
interesting
lockdown.
rework. I think Diffusal's like the best item right now for carry players, so people are
Sure.
starting to just gravitate towards all these carries that are really good with Diffusal Blade and trying them out and seeing which ones feel even more busted than expected. And I think that's what happened with Ricky.
Absolutely. But to go back to the Storm pick, I do agree with you. I think of all the heroes, this kind of covers everything I wanted. You've got some global presence now for relocates with Gyro, and Storm can get there to follow up. Or if LC finds some duels, you can relocate in either one of these cores, maybe get a zip. They do have a lot of potential to break this game open and just get pick off after pick off after pick off and really snowball it into their favor. Gonna be hard to do, but I can at least see some win conditions for Aster if TNC don't play this 100% proper.
Yeah, I mean, there's some downsides to this Disruptor and Naga combo compared to the one that we saw before with Fnatic. This time, because it's going to be an offlane Naga, it's going to be a lot of auras coming out from KP, and they're not going to have that blender effect like Fnatic did. Fnatic were 100% all in on damage from the Naga Siren. Like, they would catch 2 or 3 heroes inside the Static Storm in the kinetic field with the Agnum Scepter, so they couldn't BKB or anything, and the Naga just shredded them with their damage.
Yeah.
This time, the Ricky's a little bit different because he can't actually capitalize the same way when they're all stuck inside
Very cool of you.
with his tricks of the trade. Because you
Prepare
only
for battle.
you only target one enemy unit at a time. It's not
That's a
you
fair
can't
point.
you can't hit like everyone inside, right? Not like Naga.
Having double AoE silence, though, is never a bad thing. You're painting Venn diagrams in these team fights.
Yeah, the silence is a super sick aspect in this game.
That's kind of what scares me. The Storm has to play so careful compared to what he wants to do because there are ways to get gotten.
I think even it's not so much him, it's more so his allies. Like this Crystal Maiden needs to get a Force Staff very quickly. I would say the Io probably has the commit for one, even though you really don't want to have to buy Force Staff on Io. I think this is a game where you need a secondary one. It's just way too strong this game.
I think you're right. Aster moving in a little bit aggressive. XXS going to take some damage here.
I have solid intelligence on what is to come.
First blood, of course. Fade with the Sage's Mask. Top KP, SCCC also exchanging blows.
Yeah, it doesn't want to eat another full rocket barrage,
The
so
battle begins.
just gonna go for the river rune. He'll be fine.
My purpose fulfilled.
And we go 2 for 2.
And Armel has played a lot of OD. Disgusting.
So it looks like they're gonna do the triple start down bottom for a moment here. Bring down a sentry to make sure they don't block one of the camps. And then just make it so that March can live down here and help out the Ricky. Because you want to block one of these two camps right away, right? Versus the Chen. You don't want him to get that first spawn. Hopefully the small camp should be the one you're aiming for. Ideally, I think you body block the small camp the first time and see if you can make them waste a sentry. But hard to get over there when you have the double supports like this. And they're definitely keeping an eye on Fade. They're going to be watching very carefully for where he puts down that observer. Now March will reveal that he has the sentry brought in.
TNC getting in the right clicks. He'll finally drop a Crystal Nova onto Tim's, but...
Trading regen versus an IO +1 is a losing battle, though.
Yeah.
But you also have the Chen at the same time, I suppose, so it kind of works out. And now finally Tim's will leave. So this was the eventuality, and they weren't able to block the camp. But he's going to scout it, though, and see exactly what it is. He knows it's the ghosts.
Very annoying, that built-in slow.
Not the best creep for March to get, though, so nothing too concerning here.
What's your dream for first creep?
It depends on the lane, I think. I mean, I do like the Ghost. The Ghost isn't that bad, but there's 3 heroes right now. I don't think the Ghost is very good versus 3 heroes.
Okay.
My purpose fulfilled.
I like the little, what is it called?
The Banisher?
The guy who takes away your regen.
Oh,
He just got buffed. The what?
The Ghouls?
Yeah, the Vool Assassin. I like that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are good. Yeah, you don't realize how nasty that poison is, so you click on it and go, oh shit. This guy rips.
And here comes the Ghost Lady. She's still high tier. She's a quality one. And the Disruptor's now gone, so it's a little bit better. Sorry, not the Disruptor, but the other guy, the IO.
Checking in up top, but still relatively quiet lanes. Early game 1, very slow. We have like 1 kill or 2 kills in the first 10 minutes. So might have another similar laning phase. That poor Ghost frozen up. There's the CM counter. Nice deny from March, though.
Mid lane.
Still doesn't feel good, but...
Chuan did get an Arcane Rune, so he's been putting the hurt into Armel. Already forced out a salve right there, and Armel gonna purchase up the full Magic Wand. Try and take advantage of all the spam from the Storm Spirit.
Still 8 denies. Armel pretty comfortable. And SCCC actually struggling in this top lane. Only 8 and 3 compared to the 11 and 5 Naga. And Ricky leading the charge. Looks like they've been disrupting this lane a bit.
Yeah, life much better these days, I guess, for a Storm mid, right? You don't have to worry about any of those like mana issues or int issues anymore. Nothing happens until the ulti comes out. So these early levels, it's still not great. Like He's still losing it 16-10, 12-3, but there's not any like domination against these like short range heroes now. Yeah, but still very. I mean, look what he's doing every time. It's very frustrating. Chuan still gets the deny. He's gonna pay for it with a little bit of his HP, but he misses uphill. It's in that time though.
Armel gets another love tap in. But yeah, you're right. The Storm just has to hit that baseline. You know he's gonna recover in the jungle.
Oh, Tim's. Oh, look, 2 couriers. He pinged it. I think he thought about going for them. He wants to get some wards down first instead, though.
Doesn't want to waste the smoke on a courier.
Damn, he could have at least one of those couriers down, too. Oh, but instead he's going to get a kill.
Shows up mid. This Storm Spirit glimpsed back. Should be done for here. Tim takes a tower shot, but that'll be the first blood.
Looked like he was trying to give the kill over, but couldn't quite make it work out. Gabby now gets frostbitten. Needs a pounce.
Oh, tricky trade. Very nice. Blink strike back to March.
And now I TP home, and you bring me back. Ah, Chen.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's real fun to play against. And speaking of fun to play against, Chuan is out. After his death, he's gone to the jungle. And OD off to a great start. KP doing KP things. Cutting the waves. This is why that ward is placed down here by Tim's, because both TNC and Fnatic, you're going to see these kind of strats where they're going to play super deep. This is the March special, just creating farming opportunities in his carries and these ridiculous areas.
Breaking up down bottom. LC actually leading the CS chart right now. And just about tied for #1 net worth with the gyrocopter. So lane's looking okay for Aster. Bounty runes, 2 for TNC.
Yeah, looks like KP's gonna miss out. As he's obviously in vision, just cutting the wave. It's so funny how KP makes this work as an offlaner when we just don't really see any other teams do it. But it makes sense, right? She's like super high armor. She just creates illusions like this. She can infinitely tank these creep waves, just a minor amount of regen because of all her armor, and then you have all this wave clear with the Riptide. Yeah. So everything about her adds up. She has an AoE setup in terms of the song too.
Sure. Yeah, and at these levels, I mean, these supports can't do much. Wisp or CM don't really want to party with the Naga.
They have 2 cores having a very good start here. Now, we haven't really talked much about the Legion, though, because obviously XSS is having an incredible start. He's well ahead of the Riki. Man, his career just died again.
Just what I
need. Rough go.
Yep. Phase boots now on XXS. Riki doesn't even have brown boots. That's a pretty scary discrepancy.
Yeah, they want to take down that Chen creep, too.
Well, at least he gets off an ice armor before he falls.
Yeah, he's going to get a... Oh, wow. Tried to go for the catapult instead. I thought he was going to go for the big damage on the Gabby. What's going on up top here? Looks like the Naga's getting some friends here. Courier's on the hunt. Very dangerous. Your treads inside.
He's holding his level 6 skill point.
Yeah, just in case he has to abandon ship.
Yep.
Of course, I think Siren is supposed to, draw in the ships. True. So I don't know how she abandoned ship. Now, Gyro, however, is flying in a ship. So
in real life,
it's all very lore efficient here.
In real life, Nagas didn't have teleportation scroll. So, it just breaks the whole lore. It's like the Time Turner in Harry Potter. It just ruins it.
Oh, that's fair. Ooh, Gabby. Oh, no, he didn't get the dodge in time. That's how the raindrop thing popped.
Oh, yeah. It's a good try.
Oh, your favorite item. Keen Optic.
Ooh.
Tim's is level 2? Jeez. He's been doing a lot of running around. He needs this lane space. That's a level 7 Storm Spirit. You gotta be careful. Man, this guy jungles like crazy. Think about the start he had. The fact that he's up to level 7 is pretty impressive.
Great. Gabby. Blink strike back across. This is a little tense. XXS just shy of level 6.
Gabby's really getting shafted down here, man. Having to play all by yourself this whole time.
Yep.
It feels like when you leave a Slark to just try and get level 6. That's pretty much what Riki was up to, but he's gotten there now. And I don't think they preemptively brought the detection for it, so better scenario now. This Observer Ward did scout Armel's rotation up top. That's why you see SCCC backing off, so they're going to know there's a ward somewhere here, but hard to tell exactly where that is. And that's a pretty unique spot, too, that they placed it there. Much more common to see the lane ward or the cliff ward. Let's see if March snipes it with the sentry. For now, he holds.
Heroes starting to gather up top.
Oh, he got him. Easy, boy.
Oh, not going to find anything. Ricky continuing to be elusive. I keep thinking they're going to find a duel in this bottom lane, but the Ricky's just dancing around a bit too much.
I'm glad that he's still going for those rain creeps and those jumps like that, because like, if you die, it is bad. Sure, you're going to feed away, but it's also pretty bad if you're a Ricky doing nothing but soaking XP.
Yeah.
I don't know. KP's not going like Diffusal and stuff, you know. He's going to do this classic build he does with the kite. Sometimes he goes Crimson Guard. It's an okay Crimson Guard game. I could see it.
That's not bad.
Gabby, they have a sentry. He just avoided it. And now he's going to run on the fade. There's that sentry, though. That's Triple C acting cool. Did you see that? Yeah, he like...
He went back. They're trying to bait this in. And there it is. They're going to explode, and Gabby will fall.
He did that one little half step, and then Gabby's like, oh, no, he didn't see me. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I if I were Gabby, I would have been a little suspicious there. That was the classic, oh, God. Oh, wait, no, not oh, God.
Don't panic. Act cool. I mean, it's really easy from my perspective to see that.
Yes.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But it doesn't feel that way when you're the Ricky.
I would think, you know, a Ricky player, you know, you're in the head, you pay attention to those little details. That's the kind of shit you're looking for. You're ready for those next level sentry plays.
Well, he's ready now. Now it's on his head, you know?
Yeah, they did get that tier 1 tower down bottom. Aster did. This whole lane has just been ripped apart. Tim's is trying to leech a little bit. He's gotten up to level 5 now.
And that tier 1 item in the Iron Town. Ooh. Yeah, Storm's doing all right with that kill. Catching up.
Now, talk to me about Mask of Madness Gyro Cop.
Well, it's still very good because of the disassembly.
Right, okay.
Rushing the Ag, like, you do still have to buy Ags, right? Because Io can't just give you Scepter anymore. So, yeah, it just lets you farm really fast. I think Bobica doesn't necessarily want to be with SCCC the entire time. If you just have Io the whole time, you can still farm really quickly. But if Io wants to like make plays in the Legion and stuff, which Bobica does, then it's good to have your own farming item. And eventually you're just going to disassemble it. Like, it's kind of like a Midas for Gyro that you don't even sell later. It just becomes components for something else.
Okay. Sounds pretty efficient.
Yeah, seems good.
Lane. XXS. TNC secure that one. Does take 4 of them, but they find the kill.
Yeah, that's why it didn't cost the Stack Storm or the Sanities. They just had to glimpse them and a freebie.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trying to figure out what the next move is here for TNC. I guess you just farm up the Diffusal Blade on the Ricky, and then you start playing with Song until the Aghanims is done. I don't think there's much else left to do. Oh, speaking of which, Blink Dagger revealed mid lane.
They grab him. Armel going down. Dual damage not going to be there, but of course they do get the kill.
Oh, nice. They just got SCCC there in time. They have the Song, and they are all sitting right there with the Static Sword. But I don't think they have the damage without OD, and they think the same thing. Well, they're going to try a single pick off.
That comes in on the fade. Glimpse back. XFS there. Trying to support. Press the attack. Not going to be enough, though. They've got the damage inside of that kinetic field. Storm looking for a counter kill the other way. Jumps in onto March. Has the Wisp Tether. Now jumping into that mana. Losing for a courier. Grabs the Disruptor. Fall down. Gets charged up. They lose Tim's. Now about to lose March. A lot of damage coming out of Aster still. Naga Siren stunned up. Low. Aster cleaning house. Buyback from the Disruptor. This fight's not over yet. OD drops the ultimate. Static Storm kinetic field. Damage is not enough. The Gyro lives. They get a duel on the other side. Armel, he's going to fall again. Now Gabby makes it back under tower. He's taunting, but it could be the end of him. They dust him. They sentry him, and he's down. Big time deaths in the mid lane for TNC.
This is all because KP didn't have like a stick or a wand or anything. That is one thing about this Naga Siren not having like any stats, right? Like the way that you build it, he just bought a magic stick right now because he knows that he messed up. If he had Magic Stick there, he sings, and they all just get out. And there's no additional kills. They kill Crystal Maiden, and they leave. but he was at 110 mana and didn't have anything left for the Song of the Siren. That was brutal.
Went from a pretty
kind of fight
game to a substantial 14-minute lead. 5K net worth, 6,000 experience.
And that was a, what, triple kill? Yeah, for Chuan. He got Tim's, Armel, and Gabby. And Armel goes in for like the greedy play after. The constant, like, classic TP one in after another because things are getting low and it starts to look like you can turn things around, but they're fighting into a lot of this early sustain here from the IO.
Armel died twice, dude.
Yeah.
Got knocked off here, but that whole thing started with a jump onto the OD and then expanded into a wider fight, and they killed him again. So now Storm's like 1,500 net worth ahead of him. Looking for an Orchid rush, just Kaya Orchid.
Now we've seen this OD be such a strong hero, but a lot of it relies on that good timing on the Aghanim Scepter. And with the double null and the Aether Lens picked up, it's still a ways away. Not getting any kills.
I kind of like this rushing the Orchid. It allows you to really isolate the OD. He can't save himself or anybody, even if he gets the Aghanims if he's silenced.
No, yeah, and you know that he's going to go for that Aghanims first, so he can't afford an earlier BKB
right.
or anything else.
If he went like Yule's Aether Lens as his first 2 items or something, you've pretty much already won the game. Forcing you the enemy OD into shitty item choices, so I'm with you. It's a good read.
They're gonna try and bait out that bounty, maybe? XSS already blinked here. He's just dead, I think.
Yeah, not a lot of support nearby. 2 heroes in the jungle. They're just gonna let it go. So, nope, sorry. Cut the losses. It's a 5-hero rotation from TNC.
TNC going to try and get this game back on track. For them, it still relies on big items, though. Okay, here's some handy ones. The Nether Shawl, that's very good. I think they saw the Vampire Fags on the Dire as well, but we need that Diffusal Blade on the Riki. That's even more important than Aghanims, honestly, at this point for the OD, because this Riki just does not feel like a core yet. It's kind of a nuisance, really.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. A little mosquito. Yeah. Little nips hurt, but they don't really do much damage.
And that Mass Command is accelerating him into a very early BKB here for SCCC as they'll get an Ancient stack set up for him.
Yeah, BKB before Ag.
16-minute BKB. Very nice. I mean, you look at this Radiant team and BKB is king, right? Like when it is they're going to be an Aghanims? Well, actually, he's not going Yules first, so pretty soon. Tim's has been the most aggressive Agspire for the last couple months on the Disruptor. He loves going Max Thunderstrike and just hitting neutrals and hitting lanes the entire time to just rush the Ags. Will he have a Yules on any of his allies, though, is the question. The only person that could really go for it maybe is KP, but that kind of defeats the whole purpose. So I don't know how they're going to really set these up that well. They pretty much have to rely on KP just getting in range with Song. I guess Astral's the real setup, right?
Yeah. When the Aghanims comes out, sure.
Yeah. Well, Aster getting a little anxious here. They want to get some more dual victories for XXS.
Scanning.
IO busy helping SCCC.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know, it's another one of these games where it feels like Aster could really get aggressive and try to further this lead and break the game open. But you can also spin it the other way. They've got a nice lead, so they can sit back and farm, feel pretty safe for the next couple minutes while they get this next round of items and then take fights truly on their terms.
I think their aggression is working because XSS has been off map for so long that they got scared, right? Like literally they just left bottom with 3 heroes and the creep wave is just been hitting the tower. So these guys are not farming in the mid. Gabby's not farming. Armel's not farming. KP's the only one really showing up top doing anything. And this whole time you're playing aggressive with this Legion Commander, this Storm Spirit, and Crystal Maiden. And once you find the enemy, you're just going to relocate him with the IO. So very good IO play coming out from Aster. Seems very coordinated as a team with the hero.
Yeah. Gabby has really fallen off. And he's even farmed with KP now. And instead of having 2 scary carries, you've got these 2 sort of offlane heroes filling what feels like a similar role.
I'm surprised to see that Aster, when they play in their China leagues, no one picks IO. It's not picked or banned in any of their matches, but when they play in Singapore, they pick and they ban IO.
That is odd.
when they play against other regions. That's very interesting.
Just trying to have a gentleman's agreement. Just, all right, Wisp is dumb. Just no Wisp.
I don't know, but like they play it really well. I would like to see them practice it more, or maybe that's why they don't play in those leagues, because they feel like they have a good enough handle on it and they're trying other things, because that's kind of what those leagues are for in a lot of ways.
That would be my guess.
You definitely don't care about the prize pool. You're trying to work out new strats.
Sure.
For glory.
And get intel on what other people are trying out.
Axis has Blink, but he doesn't have Dust. Fade. Oh, they have Dust on the TM. Not even going to need it. He's still under.
Oh, no. Silence was there. All heal. They turn onto the Storm. He's down low. He's dead. Gabby gets that kill. Looking for more onto Fade. It's off a freeze, but they've got vision. Drops a freezing field to try to break this up. But it'll actually be successful. Wow. Pool is still available. He was silenced that whole time, so he couldn't get it off.
That was a lot of respect there from TNC to not go further.
1,000 gold.
All right, good grab for them. Huge to kill the Storm Spirit like that before even getting towards that BKB. It looked like a kind of free pick here, like a Ricky underneath a Sentry Ward like that, but not enough lockdown.
Couldn't get the duel.
Yeah, that was a nice static Storm for the save. And then obviously the kill onto Storm too. What to do now if you are TNC? You've taken a kill, got a Storm once. I guess you just keep farming and hope that they play aggressive like that, because the only cooldown that you burned was the Stack Storm of the Song. Oh, it is still level 1 actually. I thought it was level 2. That's gonna be another minute and a half.
As much as it is big for them to turn that around. Oh, up top, we'll hold that thought. Duel used onto Armel. Relocate in, not going to get the dual damage, but could still set this up.
Yeah, that's going to be considered more important. Look at that ward that is placed down here. They have a like outpost guarding ward essentially that lets them know when someone's going to try and make a play at either the bounty rune or the outpost. They do get the Iowa gate, but obviously you'll take that trade.
Yeah, even though they are starting to quell the Storm's momentum a little bit, you still got a big gyrocopter cross. And speaking of Storm, he's playing down bottom with the Ricky, but backs out as he sees support is inbound.
So what do they do to kill Storm? Like, because he did die, but he died by zipping in and committing to a fight. Like, they can only react to the Storm. They have no way of actually initiating on him.
Yes, they have to create some sort of scenario where he is in a Ricky smoke cloud, and that's their option.
Yeah, Storm can't die, like, if he's just doing his own thing and not diving on people, it's going to be pretty hard to kill him until they have, like, Scythe on OD. The only other way, I guess, would be if Gabby gets under him with a cloud. That could also work. And then that would give enough time for the net and the Static Storm.
BKB.
They can also Astral him, too, like, if they catch him with one of those. He's got decent range if he's farming a creep wave. Maybe he'll get caught from fog and then they follow up with a Static Storm. That could happen too.
I mean, isn't this... It's shaping up to be a game where Aster are going to play tight for another 2, 3, 4 minutes, get their next 2 BKBs on their cores, and then take a pretty crippling fight with 30 seconds of magic. That seems like the obvious play to me right now. I guess they're going to smoke up and try something more aggressive, but... Storm's about halfway there. LC's a little less than halfway there.
Gotta be cautious. KB has his double pipe thing that he's done before. We talked about this the other day.
Yep.
And he's gonna be able to hood and then disassemble or unlock and then double pipe. So if they catch him with a song here, they can get both. Oh, KB doesn't rip it though. They were right next to each other. A Crystal Maid, and I don't think Fade cares if he even dies here.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
And they have that ward still scouting again. Another, just a really nice placement there. I think copy that one for your games, guys. That one's really sneaky because look where they're dewarding, right? You're not really expecting that placement. The other place would be like right here, a little bit further up. So impressive.
Still a bit nervous for TNC. They're having trouble finding an angle, and they are getting out farmed. This isn't one of these Nagas that's just taking over the lanes and soaking it up. Aster are farming way more quickly around the map.
I think TNC are going to wait for the Aghanims, because that is an answer, right? The Disruptor Aghanims on the...
Disruptor, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
ODs.
Yeah, but once they have the Disruptor one, they can actually just kill Gyro, which is pretty huge. As much as we You talk about the Storm being hard to kill. The Gyro still has to play in the front line, and if they catch him before that BKB, it's going to ruin his game. Maybe Bobica will be enough to save him, depending on his positioning. Oh, he has Essence Ring. All right, never mind. He's good. This item is busted on Io. The instant obliteration on poor Crystal Maiden. The Imp Claw to help.
Yeah, you're right. Essence Ring on Wisp is like stupid good.
Yes, it is completely broken.
Especially if you have a mech too.
It can make or break an IO game. It's probably maybe I'm over exaggerating, but it feels like the best hero item combo in the game. Just because of like how early the Essence Ring comes out.
I think for tier 2, that's 100% true. Period. I'd have to look at the list.
Well, I mean, the only thing is when you talk about like tier 5s, like the odds of that happening in those games, you know, I mean, sure, if you count like overall, then there's going to be some stupid Apex punch thing. But I think like realistically, in games that happen, it doesn't get much better than Essence Ring IO.
I'm with you on that.
It's like Skywrath Mage clumsy net level, you know? It's
yeah. That's another top tier.
Actually better than that.
At least the clumsy net has a downside, right?
Yeah, and you can buy an Atos. You can't buy this thing. This is just another mech. You can't buy two. You know, it doesn't let you.
Yeah. BKB now out on Storm. And LC slow and steady progress. About 3k gold now. So they are waiting, and I don't know, I guess you're right. The Disruptor's going to have the Aghanims real soon, so maybe he will just counter all 3 of these Aghanims in the next team fight and get TNC back on the map.
Oh, huge. The telescope. Big item pickup. That's a good one. More attack range for an OD, more cast range for an OD. Come on, dude. That is some top tier stuff right there. This is smoke time. Bring out the smoke march, pull it out of the backpack. All right, let's go.
March with the pipe.
Oh, we need more Ags in this game, says Gabby. He's queued one up for himself after the Manta.
All right, there's the smoke.
Aster scanning.
On the other side of the map. See if TNC can sniff him out.
Oh, a gem. All right, they're ready to fight as well then from the side of Aster.
Is under attack.
Ooh, high to low. Telescope to repair kit, but you know, you gotta take some lumps when you get the sweets.
Ooh. LC heading up. Vision for, or battle for Vision rather. Instantly jumping back line. There's the duel onto OD. It's a great catch. Call down. It's gonna be enough heals for Jen. They got the kill. March, TP out. Will make it.
I love that recognition from SCCC and Chuan. They see heroes, they instantly press BKB. There's no messing around versus Naga Disruptor, right? When this guy has an Aghanim Scepter, you just hit your damn BKB and make sure you can get the fight. And that is precisely what they did. Easy fight win. Great duel there from XXS.
Absolutely. Is that first of the game, actually?
Yeah, his first successful duel damage.
There you go. Now in the Roche we go. OD does have to buy back, but looks like he's holding it for now, and they're just going to let this Roche on go. Triple C, the one to grab the Aegis.
Has his butterfly as well, so he is very scary. 5k ahead of the next closest hero, and it's his own ally. So
when does the Ricky start doing damage, Trent?
When he has items.
Is under attack.
Well, he's got a Manta now. He's got the Imp Claw.
I think the problem was that a lot of his allies weren't quite ready to fight, like right when he got his defusal late first off, but then both him and OD were so slowed down that they kind of missed that like first window where it feels good, and now he feels like he needs like a basher to do stuff.
And Gyrocopter has a butterfly. So that's going to be another issue with the damage output there.
A butterfly versus OD and Ricky is amazing.
Yeah,
very good item choice.
They do not have an answer for this. There's the repair kit.
Oh, it's you.
It's going to work. It is sort of mitigating SCCC's damage. They will back out. Or will they?
One just holding. Not going to press the big buttons. Still has Aegis. We'll watch dump the static storm on him.
The Wisp just makes it so much harder for them to find those initiations.
Now we're going to back for 30-minute bounty runes. Oh, they got Craggy Coat too. Oh, okay, cool. So they got all of Io's best neutral items. Once he uses up the Fairy Fire, he'll have Craggy Coat.
Wow, so we got Fairy Fire, Essence Ring, Dragon Scale's pretty good.
Radiant's bottom tower
And the Craggy
is under
Coat.
attack.
I'm kind of surprised he has Craggy and Backpack over Dragon Scale.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe he just feels like I'm not getting hit anyway. Oh, okay. He's doing some itemization here. Oh, he's got the gem coming back. Oh, no, it's just wards. Okay.
Dig!
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Huge wards. Alright, well, they said repair kit mid. Fine, we'll go bottom. Alright, this is the play. You see this? They're going to go bottom. And then they're going to repair kit bottom, and then they'll go mid.
The old repair kit ping pong.
Yeah, the switcheroo.
Dire's
That's
top
Triple
tower
C
is
just
under
living in
attack.
another realm.
Armel's starting to get some stats up, though.
Yeah.
This guy's max mana increased by 450 at the moment. A quiver without a grove bow. Never thought I'd see the day.
Well, 30 minutes, and I actually would love to see Aster grab this outpost up top. When you have this kind of a lead, it's a great way to choke out the enemy.
He's going. But Gabby reads that too, so he's hoping it's just going to be a Crystal Maiden. So they're going to try and make a play here. This is very dangerous. You're going to cancel the TP.
And they'll get it
Good
in time.
choice.
They're not bringing the Naga too. Looks like they're thinking about trying to catch them at the rune.
Smoked up, looking for trouble.
Dire's middle tower is
And
under
only a
attack.
2 kill difference, but 18,000 net worth.
Oh, jeez. Just keeps on. I mean, look at the gap between some of these like other cores, though. It's all
Dire's
gyro
middle
for them. I mean, that's not
tower
true.
is
Storm has a
under
pretty big lead too, but then like, you know, the Ricky, the Naga, they're up there with the OD with 11K.
A lot of it's in the gyro. He's got
Yeah.
a Satanic. On the other side, who we got? It's the Naga Siren, healed up. A little light on damage, but they should have the control, and they do.
Just can't get those bonuses. Just a little bit shy a couple times now.
I don't know if it matters.
Dire's
Dare I
middle
say
tower
that
is under
the
attack.
dual damage is one of the more overrated aspects of this hero. Like, yeah, it's great if you can get it, but
No, it doesn't matter.
you're locked down, baby.
I don't think they're going to help on this one.
Radiant's bottom
No.
tower has
You're
fallen.
3 down. Buyback used by the Naga.
All right, they still have 45 seconds on this Aegis, though, so they can't really wait it out.
Dip in onto the OD. BKB, Popeye Schwan. They're not giving this Disruptor an opening. They don't kill Armel, but they push him back. Song of the Siren does catch S-Triple-C. Remember, he's got Aegis. They really don't care if he goes down here.
Even Fade is a beacon.
And it wasn't even close. They barely do any damage, but Boca tethers up straight away. They are going to get these barracks.
Aster going to do things a little faster this game, even though they were pretty much just as strong in the last one. Maybe their coach had a little talking to you. Is Burning still with them? I feel like Burning was like, yo, guys, all right, I like you being safe, but come on. You got to show some strength. You got to put the fear in them. They're scared. There's the Aegis. All right, here we go. TNT. Time to clap back, and then the BKB, and they went for the Disruptor.
And the Disruptor in big trouble. Taunted Tims is down. Has the buyback. Probably going to need him. Loses the OD. Armel, KP. This one will be a dieback. He can't get out. Gabby in big trouble. He's able to blink up, but KP not so lucky. Buybacks being used if they've got him. The final stand for TNC. 26K net worth. Aster not backing up. They are so sustainable with that Wisp. The Static Storm, Kinetic Field, it just doesn't matter. They're going to grab March. He'll crawl right outside of his own well.
Yep, still right-clicking. All right, now the Sandys is building up, though. Keeps getting the stacks. He's got 2,400 mana. There's no BKBs. If ever there was a time.
Well, they're going to have to make this play happen soon. They jump in on this Maid. They do get that kill. Was it worth the sanities, though, for a Crystal Maiden?
Nice. Missed the gyro.
Not great. Lift comes out. TNC doing everything they can to hold on here. CM fought back. S-Triple-C makes the call. I'm going to stop mucking around. We're ending this with the repair kit. That'll delay things. Die back now on March. They're going to grab another. It'll be Gabby. And now they found the duel. Armel getting the next count. 1 by 1. TNC getting just resulted in more devastation, dare I say.
So, first game looked incredible. They absolutely pushed Nigma to the point where people were mocking Nigma from like coming from a minor and getting absolutely obliterated. And since that game, TNC have fallen off a complete cliff. They went from outright domination to getting dominated pretty much in 4 straight, especially the last 3. The last 3 games have not been remotely close for them. This is a...
Immortality!
It's not really good for the game to stall. You want the first or the second Aegis for the Alchemist to straight just end the game. If it can't do that, then there's a problem. Like, it's either like an itemization problem, which honestly I kind of see where Quiff is coming from with his build, but I think if he's not strong enough to walk up the hill, they can't win the game. Like, he has to be strong enough to walk up the hill, and I'm guessing his thought process is, if I kill the heroes, then I can walk up the hill, and that's fine, but they couldn't get kills.
Right.
So now he's not strong enough to walk up the hill, and they can't get kills anyway. And Abed's positioning in the last couple of fights has been really good. He's been able to defensively banish, he's got his BKB. Liquid are going to smoke here. They're probably feeling a bit desperate.
I mean, I'm also just like thinking about the normal items that you would like see on an Alchemist, right? So Shivas or Octarine Core, other things like that. And that's like armor, and then also that mana pool, because right now he's only sitting on less than 900 mana. So you drop this hammer, and it's gonna look really, really bad. They try and take this fight. The Song of the Siren, they got him caught out. That's the triple. Flag gonna drop it right on their nose. Get on over here, killing everybody off. Abed chasing for a bit more as Mickey just tries to run out of here, but it does not look like it is going to happen. Holy moly, me oh my. PG are taking this.
I think that's cheaty, honestly. Like, neither of your cores have buyback. You're gonna get racked. You do have tier 2s, I guess, in other lanes. Foxy's gonna be dying here too. I don't know. I feel like maybe should have just gone for like a more traditional build instead of just going like all out damage, because he can tank the Nagas. He just dies to them.
Yeah.
And I mean, sure, there's always the worry of, oh, we can't kill the Naga, we can't kill the Naga.